G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Stalingrad 42, the full campaign. GMT, Mark Simonich, and we have no partridge in a pear tree this time. Okay, so again, broad overview. We've got the Taman Peninsula down here. We're starting to move in against Krasnodar and down towards Taman to free up the Blutcher group and our North Caucasus volunteers for the Axis forces. Further over towards the east, we have a few units over this way that aren't, well, they're just sort of consolidating, and we have our mountain infantry down at Mount Elbrus starting to push over towards Grozny and that way. Again, the center of the map is bare. There's nothing going on there at all. As you can see, sorry, kick the stand again. A lot of stuff happening over here in Stalingrad, and hopefully we can start to attack towards in there at the moment. Now, the one thing I'm not doing is I'm not using the optional rule of putting forces in there, which may make it a bit harder for me, but that's just the stiff shit factor. It just becomes a bit too complicated for me. Excuse me. We still have reinforcements coming down for excuse me, the Stalingrad area. We're pushing up through this area here north of the Don, while still cleaning up and fighting our way through all these poo heads that keep coming down in this A zone to the west of the Don here. So yeah, all in all, we're not doing too bad. We're not doing fantastic, but we've got to where we need to be, which is the main thing. And now from an Axis point of view, we need to continue to push, and we need to do that before the weather turns. And this is our last autumn turn where it's just a chance of rain. After that, we go into the mud phase, which slows down movement and all that sort of stuff. So what we need to do is try and consolidate our forces this time as we can. So as in the last video briefing, what I want to try and do is get this sorted out so I can form some sort of quick reaction forces with some Kampf groups. Sort this out as well, same sort of thing. Get rid of these mongrels in here as possible. Keep pushing in the Caucasus and so forth. So that's about it. So again, I'll reposition the camera and come on back, and then we can get into the turn proper. Shan't be long. Rightio, so we're back again. So again, apologies for the glare. Not much I can do about it. And first things first is the weather. Which you can't really see. Oh, yes, you can, sorry. And it's a 1, so we have rain this time. Okay, so that's going to be a pain in the bum if we get a clear one in the next one, because we'll have mud on the first turn. So with rain, we only end up with 1 air unit, which we'll just stick up there out of the way. So that's done. Train markers, we've got a couple out. Just have a look here. So we have one here, and we have one over towards Stalingrad here as well. So that's our 2 train markers at the moment. So that's done. No fortifications, as we got rid of them. 2 resource points, and again we're going to take our 2 resource points. Now where do I want to put them? I need to get one south, so I'm going to bring one up around around Stalino to go south. I've got one coming over there to 1 Panzer. I've got one here for 4 Panzer. 3 Romanian and 2nd Hungarian are still short. But I think I can leave those at the moment. I'm going to bring the other one up in around Kharkov, I think, and do it that way. I think I'm going to send it east, back over this way. Spend SPs to flip, so we don't have one to flip there that we need to worry about. There's no down south that we need to worry about, but like I said, we've got this one here to flip 4 Panzer. So that gives me 4 Panzer and 2nd Army up here at the moment, which is good. Axis reinforcements, and we actually have 2. We have another Romanian infantry unit, which will come on up in Kursk. And we also have this one here, 27th Panzer, and what we're doing with that is actually upgrading the Miklik unit. So it actually comes off, and this here becomes that. Reinforcements we've done. Replacements, we have 1 special and 1 infantry for the Axis, for the Germans. So I'm going to use the special to bring 6th Army back on. So she's going to come on up at Kharkov way. And we have 1 infantry, like I said, and I'm going to put it over here and bring this guy back up like that. Again, we don't have any leaders and we don't have any planned offensives, so we're into the movement phase. So I shall mark it out, bring them on, and we can see what happens. So it shan't be long. Rightio, so ready to go again. Now, I got rain wrong. I was thinking overcast. So with rain, I get no air units at all. The seasonal marshes, which are over in that area, flood down or flood up. Okay, movement rate, secondary roads is increased to 1 movement point for mechanised, and crossing an unbridged minor river costs a +1 movement point for all units. And combat results are halved, rounded up. So an advanced 2 becomes an advanced 1 and so forth. And a limited advance, a 1 hex advance, a delay, and all retreats are not affected. And our supply path goes down to 3 hexes rather than 5. So yeah, that's something we need to look at as we do this. So looking at movement to start with. Okay, we're going to start down here. So mountain hexes cost 2 for movement +1 in alpine. So he's going to go 3 to there. That's all he can do. And he's going to start moving up on this guy here. I'm just going to bring this stack here 1, 2 because they're disrupted. This guy is going to move in 1, 2 along with this mountain unit here as well, like that. Sorry. 1, 2, 3 because he crossed a minor river. Okay, over here near Krasnodar and so forth, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this little fella here 1, 2, 3 to try and block this little bloke from coming up this way again. Now he might try and sneak around here, but he's not going to get through here at least. These two guys here are going to come up. 1, 2 to there, like that. Excuse me. Now, these guys are going to cross they're not going to cross the river. They can't do that. Twit. Are going to stay there, of course. This guy is simply going to come forward 1, 2, 3. This guy is going to come forward 1, 2. This guy here is going to go 1, 2. So we have our Zoc bonds across there. These three little guys here are going to come back over. Or are they? Hang on a tick. Do, 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 do. In fact, he can go there, and these guys can go there like that. And then this is our 17th Army, which is going to come over 1. Sorry, no. He's going to go half, 1, half, and stop there. No, I can't do that. He's going to go 1, 2 and stop there because he's going over bridges. Right. So that's everything down there. Done. Up here. Righto. We're going to bring these guys back. 1, 2 onto here. Like that. These guys are going to move over. 1. This guy here is going to go 1, 2, 3. This guy's going to come up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. And these two are going to stay there, and this bloke was coming forward 1, 2, 3, 4. So there. Second Army is going half, 1. Sorry, no, he's not. He's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because it costs them more, which then causes him disruption. This fella here is crossing the river because he can. Whoops. 4 Panzer Army is coming over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and disrupted. This guy is forgotten what I was going to do now because I'm just that kind of guy. Is going to go 1 into there, like that. This guy is coming up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into there at the moment. This guy is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this guy is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy's moving up 1. Whoops, hang on. This guy's moving up 1, 2 across the river. He's already in position. And this guy is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy is going 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I left them there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't know why I left that guy there. He's going to come up 2, 3 to there as well. These guys got a bridge here, so they'll go 1, 2, 3, and he can stay there. And these guys will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we've got the Romanian infantry to come on here at Kursk, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got this Panzer unit that was a replacement last time to come on, so he's going to come on and go half, 1, half, 2, half. It's 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, 8.5, and that's where he stops. Our supply unit is being railed and ends up over here. And our 6th Army comes into Kharkov and just sits there because he's a replacement. Right, which brings us to our other supply unit down here, which I want to move south. And he is going to come on here, follow the rail link down, around, and down to here, like that. Which leaves us over towards the Stalingrad zone. Moving round the table. Okay, so we're going to move this supply up, and it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onto 1 Panzer here. This guy's just going to move up 1, being a replacement. This guy is going to move up 1, 2, 3 with 1, 2. This guy's going to go 1, 2. So we have Zockbond, Zockbond. This guy's coming up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to block off this roadway. This infantry and Panzer Grenadier will come up 1, 2, 3, and these two infantry will go 1, 2, 3, like that. And that is our movement for this turn. Okay, so again, pause it there and then we'll come back and have a look at the combats. Shan't be long. Rightio. Okay, so we've got just the one attack down here at the moment, which is a 7... drunken again. Is a 7-1 against these guys here. Okay. And of course I left the dice behind because I'm just that kind of guy. And we get a 2, which is a D1 advance 3, which becomes a D1 advance 2. So what do they want to lose here? D1. Ooh. Now, that means they've got to retreat. They retreat 3. So this guy could go 1, 2, 3. So he could get out of there if he fails. Whereas this guy could go 1, 2, but he's going to get the bonus. So I think we need to try and save our armor. That's the big thing. So I'm going to get rid of the elite. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Okay, so he can retreat, so he can do a determined defense. And I think we will give him a little bit of support. So we're going to give him the Stalingrad support. So he gets a +1 to that in clear terrain. Oh, it gets a 6, which is a 1-1. So he loses this, which is fine, but he gets to pick what we lose. And we've got Viking there, and these are all infantry. Now, he'd really like to knock Viking down, but we don't get any bonuses attacking into the cities with them. So that'd be a 6. But I think Viking is what he's going to take, because the infantry would be knocked down to a 4 anyway, so it's not going to make much difference. So this is his best bet. It's harder for us to reinforce this than it is anything else. So, so it was safe. Sorry, not. So we don't get to advance anyway, because he was successful. I'll get my shit right. Okay, and then we're going to do, excuse me, this one over here, which is a big 2-1 following the Führer's orders. Oh, knocking stuff over everywhere. 2-1. Oh, for a 1 is an A1. Well, I think it'll be this little one here. Oh, come up, wherever you are. Okay, so Yeah, I know, using fat fingers when I've got tweezers. It's just sometimes it's easier to do it that way. Righto, so that goes back on there. And that was a waste of time and effort. Right, let's come over to these two now. So I'm just going to reposition all my crap and corruption. And I'll be right back with you. Dun, dun, dun. Still need a cut lunch and a six-pack to move around the table. Okay, so yeah, that sort of gets the glare out of your way a bit more. And I'll just try and do this properly. Okay, so we've got a 3-to-1 in on this one here. Again, just following the Führer's orders. We're not using any support for that or anything else. 3-to-1 for a 5. Use an A1D1 advance 2, so it's an A1D1 advance 1. Okay, so this guy here is gone. That comes off, that comes off. Advance 1. So I'm going to take the sec mob into here. No, I'm not. I'm going to bring him back into here. Like that. He can stay there. This guy will just come into here like this. And this guy will come back this way, like that. So I can start to consolidate more of these Romanians down this way. Okay, and then we have a 4-to-1 here with these guys. Excuse me. And it's a 4-to-1 for a 2, which is a DR2 advance 2. So again, he's going to do his determined defense because he can get off the board again. Oops, he doesn't have anything going for him at all. So it's a straight up roll in clear terrain. 5 for a 6. Wow. So again, we've got a S1-1 he gets to choose. So of course he's going to take his weakest unit, which is this one, and he will do his retreat, which is back off the board here and get disrupted. And he's going to take one of ours, and of course if we look here, there's no way in the world he's taking any of that. So he's going to hit our German Panzer division like that. Okay, now we get an advance 1. Okay. How to do this? Okay, I'm going to advance this guy to here with him. I'm going to advance these two guys to here, and these guys, this guy will advance to here. Yep. and these guys will advance to here. So we have, again, our Zokbons across here at least. Okay, and that leaves one more attack, which is down here at Krasnodar. There we go. Okay, and this is a 4-to-1 into here using a 8th Battalion as the support force. And we get a 3 for a 4-to-1. Here's a DRX, and we get an advance 1. Okay, so DRX, so he halves, and of course he's going to pick one of my good units. I think he's going to take one of these. Again, the tanky doesn't really matter into here, but yeah. Okay, so we've got our DRX. Get rid of those. So he has to go back to... So, of course, he's going to do a determined defense because he can retreat. So he is in a city, but he is a -1 for the CRT result and -1 for the lead unit. So he's actually at a -2 in a city, and we have no support to give him. -2 gives him a 4, which is a fail and lose 1. Okay, get those out of the way. So he fails there and is gone. So we have an advance 1 only. So I'm actually going to advance whom? I'm going to advance these guys straight across the river, and I'm going to advance geez, these guys into Krasnodar. Right. Sorry, I'll just sort this bloody mess out. Which is going to give us another victory point. And significantly, now we have Krasnodar and we have Stavropol. We've also freed up our North Caucasus Volunteers. And we get one of them each turn. Which will be wonderful. Okay, that comes off. We're up to 20 now. Okay, so get rid of that. Get rid of them. Righto, so we've broken Krasnodar, which now allows us to come around, take this crap out, and hopefully get into Taman. We can start to filter some troops down, like especially the mountain ones, hopefully, down to here. And they can fight from the mountains in and get double points, which is good. So all in all, not too bad, but it cost us again, which was a bit of a pain in the bottom. Okay, so we finished the combat phase. We go into the recovery phase, and we can take off this disrupted here and these disrupted here, turning around this away. And the only thing we have over here is this replacement marker, like that. Nothing else there. Nothing there, but up here, oh sugar, sorry. We have this display disrupted, this disrupted, and this disrupted to remove. Replacement marker from 6th Army in Kharkov. And that's that. Railheads. So this one can go up 1, 2. This one can go over 1, 2. This one's reached the end of the road. Those two have reached the end of the road. Down here, we got this one here, 1, 2. And this one goes 1, 2. And that is that. So pretty good. And then once we get down here, we split off again. So we are getting there. And as you can see, this one here, once we get up into here, then we're starting to head up into the South Stalingrad area as well. So that's done. Supply status, this will be the thing. Okay. So we're down to 3 for our range. These guys are all good. These guys are good. And these guys can come back to a road. So they're all fine. Our bloke near Mount Elbrus is only 2 hexes away. Now, let's have a look down here at this fella. Okay, so he can trace 1 to there and follow this road. There's a garrison there, isn't there? He can follow this road up. That's fine. This guy's fine. These are all fine. They're all on roads and stuff. Over this way. What do we got here? So we've got this road here. So 1, 2, yeah, they're all fine. They're all fine. This guy can go 1, 2 and follow this road back. This guy can go 1, 2, follow the road back. And everybody over to the west is fine as well. So we're good there. Spend SPs to flip good order units. So we have nothing here to flip, nothing there, nothing in there, and nothing down there either. So no, nobody to flip. We've got 1 with 1 Panzer Army, and we've got 1 railing down at the moment towards 8th Army, 17th Army to the south, and that's it. And our other, we've got 1 other one somewhere. Where is it? Where do you... Oh, yeah, and the rail over to Stalingrad. So that's the end of the German Axis turn. So I'll stop it there, and then we can come back and have the Soviet turn for turn 20. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, take care, be good, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.